My name's Marc Putten. I work for Storm Clothing as their Business Development Manager, and I've been with Storm since May 2018. My role does encompass some general management, but the business development really is a good descriptor of the effectiveness that my role needs to take in the business, which is, production, digital, and the retail component of it. There are distinct challenges between the stores and the web. The challenge for the business for both of those areas is to see it as one, not two distinct parts. That is a challenge because we have that ingrained thinking of web does one thing and store does another, but actually they work together to complement each other. When you have frequency of product, customers aren't going to walk into the store and see that. We need that digital channel to show that frequency, to build that relationship with the customer. And also on the store side of things, it can do things that the web can't. It can, you can try your fit on, you can touch the fabric, you can start to have a human relationship with someone in the store. So for us as a business, the challenge has been to really take that thinking of two separate parts and join it into one. Do's and don'ts of an e-commerce strategy. I think the biggest thing to remember for any business is that the biggest constraint to any business is themselves. And that's a really critical point that we all actually understand, that usually those roadblocks are us. All businesses like to think that they're customer centric, but unless you are actually thinking like the customer, if you're not role playing as the customer when you set your marketing strategies, when you set your tone and voice for any marcons that you set out, I'm the customer, how do I see that? How do I interpret those words that you're saying? Is it meaningful to me? Am I going to engage with that? And it is something that in the business I'm very fastidious about. I think one of the key things is don't stop developing. We have a very strong customer support team, and I'm always listening to those calls because that is where the gold is. That is, the customer's smart. They surf all the websites. They have sometimes more experience than we do, and they have an expectation, and it's our job to meet that expectation of that customer, and usually that means development. A really good example of this is abandoned carts. So, for example, if you have a strategy to claw back, to ask those customers, hey, are you sure? Some prompts that you can claw back about 13% of those sales. So, that's a really good example, but I have a saying, it's called rinse and repeat. So what you do is you rinse out the stuff that didn't work and you repeat the stuff that does. Then you'll go back to analytics and go, is that now qualified? And you just keep doing that, and that is a really good sort of strategy. But yeah, it's important to remember that analytics has all happened, right? So, yeah.